back and thank you so much for watching. So today's video has been so highly requested and it's going to be a follow-up of all of the testing basics videos I have ever filmed. There is a lot to get through here, there is a lot of videos I have done in this category now, and so I'm going to be as concise as I possibly can, and if you want more information then all the original videos will be linked in the description box so you can go there. I don't want to ramble too much at the beginning, but I did just want to say a massive thank you for your support on this series. I know so many of you absolutely love it and I absolutely love doing it. I just can't wait to do more of them throughout this year. They've become an absolute cornerstone of my YouTube and I love filming them so much, and they've completely changed my outlook on how I online shop, just how I style myself, everything. I had started thinking differently because I've started to understand clothes so much more through this series and understand what makes an investment piece, what's worth spending your money on and all of that jazz. So yeah, I just wanted to say thank you basically. I love filming them so much and it means a lot that you guys enjoy them so much as well. So there will be lots more throughout 2017, I promise. So I'm going to go through these in chronological order from the very first testing basics we ever did. I'm guessing if you're watching this video you do know what testing basics is, but the premise is that I buy 5 items from high street to high end within one category, test them out and let you know which one is worth spending the money on, is it worth investing in, or does the high street do it best basically. I get lots of questions about the longevity of pieces. I film the videos over 1 to 2 weeks, they've taken me on average, and you can only guess how much a piece is going to wear long term within 2 weeks. So this is going to be where I get my chance to tell you if the one that came in the top spot actually did turn out to be the best long term or not. So I'm just going to be talking about the pieces that came in the number 1 spot, and I'll only be mentioning another one if my favourite has changed within that category. Otherwise I would have so many items of clothing to talk about here. So yeah, we're just going to be talking about the favourites within each category. I'm going to try and get through it as quickly as possible. I'm going to try and squeeze in as much information as I possibly can. There's a lot to get through here. So let's start with the first ever testing basics, which was t-shirts. So the top spot for that was the Comme de Garcon Play t-shirt. This is £63 and this remains in the top spot. This remains in the top spot of t-shirts I have ever bought. Absolutely worth the money. They're fantastic t-shirts. I think I did that one sort of at the end of spring-ish. Springtime was when I started this series and I wore this endlessly throughout summer. Wore it so flipping much and just love it so much. It has been washed God knows how many times now. It never comes out of the wash any different. It's held its shape, it's still soft, it hasn't bobbled, it's not shrunk, it's not lost its structure. Nothing at all about this t-shirt has changed. The price is absolutely well justified. You are obviously paying for that little heart, but I love that little heart. I love how the little heart looks and the quality matches up that price tag. So as far as I'm concerned, it's absolutely worth the money and I would repurchase and will repurchase one of these for the summer. It is slightly yellow in the armpits, which is really gross, but that's because I wore it in summer with fake tan. Ugh, never a good idea on white t-shirts, but that's my fault and not the t-shirts. The next one I did was girlfriend jeans, and the top spot, I'm at my mum's, you might be able to tell, and I left some pieces that I'm talking about in Manchester, but I'll insert images if I don't have cutaways of the pieces, but I am sorry about that. So I don't have them with me, but the number 1 spot went to the Topshop girlfriend, or are they straight leg? I can't remember, it'll be linked in the description box. Jeans, I got them in grey. I really liked them, and I still do really like them, I still have them. But I just didn't wear them as much as I thought I was going to, and the pair of jeans that I ended up wearing the most were the ones that came in last place because the fly fell down all the time, and that was the Urban Outfitters BDG girlfriend jeans. The fly still falls down all the time. I know I could easily fix it, I've been lazy and I haven't done, but despite that, these have been probably the most worn pair of jeans I've ever owned. I wear these all the flipping time. Just look through my Instagram and you'll be able to see how much I've worn these. They've been washed loads of times as well and they haven't changed. They've not shrunk, they've not got stiffer, they've not got baggy knees, they've not got baggy anywhere, they've not faded. They are just as good as the day that I got them. I'm wearing them right now in fact, and I wear them a lot when I'm at home because they are really comfortable as well. So massive thumbs up to those. Cannot recommend them enough. Even though the fly falls down, I've just gotten over it and wear them endlessly. So this one I'm going to talk about very quickly, and it was blazers. I'm going to refilm a blazers one this year because I've not really gone on to wear any of the ones that I did in that video that often. I don't think I picked the best 5, but the winning one, which remains my number 1, is the Isabel Marant blazer. This was £340 and I wish I'd worn it more basically. Didn't get enough wear out of this to say how much it was, which is a real shame. I do still really like it, but I wouldn't necessarily repurchase it again. And yeah, I'm just going to move on from the blazers one because I don't have much to say about that video. Okay, so the first ever footwear one I did was block-heeled sandals, and the ones that I put in first place weren't these. They were a Topshop pair, which I can't flipping find, which is really weird. I literally do not know where they are. And that probably tells you that I didn't end up wearing them that often, which was really strange because they were so comfortable. I think these basically eclipsed them entirely in terms of the style of them, and I just ended up reaching for these way more often. These are the Aquazzura Sandals. Full price, I think they're around £500. I did get them in a sale for 200 and something. My God, I wore these so much through summer. You can tell they've been pretty well worn on the toe. The pom-poms all stayed on. That was probably my main concern long term for these shoes. The pom-poms stayed on. They haven't marked. They've marked a tiny bit on the heel, but nothing too severe, especially to say they are such a light colour. Every time I wear these, I get complimented on them. Every time I wear these, I feel amazing. I wore them loads on holiday, like just with the laziest like black dress or whatever, and then put these on and it was like, bam, just a completely different outfit. They were the first really like different and wacky shoes I ever invested in that weren't a really classic pair. And while the high street did adopt this style quite a bit, there was no brand that did it in such an elegant way. I feel like this whole shape of the shoe makes such a fun and novelty in some ways shoe seems so classic and elegant, and the combination I absolutely love, and I will be wearing these again in summer. So glad that I got these. The next one was tailored trousers. Similarly to the blazers one, I didn't end up really wearing any of these that much more, so I don't have much to update here. The number one spot went to Etro at £230. I would still, you know, say yeah, these are the number one. They're probably the ones that I wore the most going forward, but for £230, like the ASOS, like the Isabel Marant blazer, I didn't wear them enough really, which is a bit of a shame. So tailored trousers, not much to update on that one, so I'm going to move swiftly on. I'm also going to be very quick to talk about the summer dresses. Obviously we have a very short window of opportunity to wear our summer dresses in England, so the longevity of these haven't really been put to the test because I didn't have much more opportunity to wear them. But the number one spot went to this And Other Stories dress, and rightly so, because I still love this dress. I think this will come on holiday with me again this year. And I did get to wear it a little bit at home over jeans with blazers and stuff like that, so it was good in that sense. It's been washed a few times, nothing else I can say really because it hasn't been worn enough going forward, but I think I will wear it again, so that one is still my favourite. That was £65, pretty good. The next category was loafers. This was like a really requested one and was one of my favourite ones that I did. And the winners were the Gucci loafers, and these remain the winners. There is no loafer style I could recommend more. The other ones that I did in that video really didn't go on to wear hardly at all, any of the others. But these, as you can see, have continued to be very well loved. They're just the best loafer. They are so comfortable. They wear in beautifully. You can definitely get your cost per wear down on these because of just, they're so timeless, but they're also so cool. I would 100% purchase these again in a different colour as well. They're just the best loafers. Definitely continue to recommend Gucci loafers. Then I did white shirts, and this is another item that I cannot find. They've obviously been put in the same place the Topshop sandals have been put. Oh blimey. And that is the ASOS shirt that came in first place. It was like 20 quid and it was just a really good shirt for £20. For some reason, after that video, I stopped wearing white shirts. I don't know why. They haven't been part of my daily style really recently at all. It's not a conscious thing that I just haven't been wearing them. So again, I don't have much to update, but the one that I probably did go on to wear the most over the ASOS one, which was great for £20 but was very plain, was again the Comme de Garcon one that I did. This was, how much was this? £159. Again, just with a little red heart here, and I really have worn this quite a few times and I ended up really liking, I think in the video actually, I'd said I really liked how it looked tucked into high-waisted jeans. So I wore it in that style quite a bit. Haven't worn it in absolutely ages. I haven't worn any white shirts in absolutely ages. So in terms of how it has performed with the wash and stuff, it's been fine, but it hasn't been really put through its paces. So Not much to report on white shirts, sorry about that. One thing I do have a lot to report on would be the skinny jeans category. It really kicked me off wearing skinny jeans again, did that video. And it also really affirmed my view that you don't need to go and buy designer jeans at all. For the girlfriend jeans, the top ones were Acne, and for the skinny jeans, the top ones were a brand called 3x1. Both jeans were nice, but I've not really worn either of them that much, and I wouldn't necessarily say you have to go out and spend a fortune on denim. The winners of the skinny jeans were the Weekday Thursday jeans. I still love these jeans. Again, like the, what are they called now? I've got so many brand names in my head. Like the Urban Outfitters girlfriend jeans, these have been washed loads and have been great. No change in the shape, style, no change in anything at all. They're really, really comfortable. I do wear these around the house quite a bit as well. And they have just been a really nice wash. I've really liked the wash of these. And I think I'm going to wear them loads throughout the summer, like with white t-shirts and stuff like that. I really like them. So I would still recommend the Weekday Thursday jeans, and generally recommend Weekday for denim. So the turtlenecks one turned out to be interesting because the winner for that one was the Uniqlo, which I think was the second cheapest. And I do recommend Uniqlo turtlenecks still. I just haven't worn that one that much going forward. The two that I have worn so much were the two most expensive ones. And in the video I was saying there is no point buying an expensive turtleneck, I don't see the difference. And I do maintain that view because I do really like the Uniqlo one. I think it's more the style of these that's made me wear them more. But the two that I've probably worn equal amounts are the Alexander Wang one. This one was, let me find the page. So this one was £170 and it's the really sheer one. And when I got it I was really disappointed with how sheer it was. But my god, have I worn this so much. I've gotten really into layering turtlenecks with things and it's been absolutely great for that, and I've worn it on so many evenings out. And I really like the quite short turtleneck that it has. It just comes up with a really good height on my neck. So this I've worn loads and has been washed loads and is absolutely fine. And also the Isabel Marant one, which was £90. This is one, as soon as it comes out of the wash, I tend to wear it because it goes with everything. It's really easy to wear, it's really, really comfortable. And again, it has been washed loads, it's absolutely fine. I washed this one, the Alexander Wang one I wash on hand wash setting. This one I just wash on a normal setting and it just is perfect. So it turned out to be a really low maintenance and easy piece as well. I really, really love it. Moving on from there, we did block-heeled ankle boots, and the winning pair were this velvet pair from Topshop. And this was right, I got this one right. These were the ones I ended up wearing the most going forward. They're really comfy, these boots, so that's the reason why I ended up wearing them so much. You might remember that there was a pair of Isabel Marant boots in that video, which I was just watching it now actually, and in it I'm like, I know I'm going to get so much wear out of these. I have barely worn those, which I am surprised about because I really like them, but I have worn them less than 10 times probably, and they were like nearly, how much were they? Nearly £400 I think, so that's really disappointing, really disappointing. But these ones, which were like £50 or something like that, I have worn loads. I love them. Oh, what's next? Coats. Coats is a really good one because I got this one so right. Can you tell I really like it when I get them right? The winning one was this Under the Stories camel coat, which was £165. Go and buy this coat if you haven't already. I have worn this to death. It just goes with absolutely everything and looks amazing with everything. The camel shade is stunning. I was looking at more expensive camel coats the other day because of how much I've worn this one. I was thinking I'd kind of like one that was a bit posher, but I couldn't find one where I loved the shade of camel as much as this one. So this is still even winning when I'm searching specifically for high-end camel coats. Nothing is comparing to this. It's been warm, it's been great to wear, it's just been absolutely fantastic, and I've worn it loads and loads. So 100% still recommend that, and just generally Under the Stories have great coats in at the moment. So we're getting towards the end here. The next one was Chunky Knits. Oh, this one I was like pretty mean in this video. It's probably been my meanest testing basics because we had like Acne, we had an All Saints one that entirely lost its shape, we had an Acne one which bobbled after its first wash and has continued to bobble more actually, and the All Saints one is just like barely recognisable as a jumper. It's just gotten the worst shape ever. And the winning one again went to Under the Stories for this black knit at £45. I wear this so much. I wear this an embarrassing amount, if I'm honest. And sometimes I wear it when it really should be washed. You know, it's one of those pieces where I'm like, you can tell now, I'm like, oh, it's so warm, it's so comfortable, it's so soft, I want to wear this jumper. And I wear it a lot when I'm working at home, and then it's kind of comfy in the house, and go out and just throw on a jacket. I could throw on my End of the Stories camel coat and it will look really, really good, and so it's good for that. It's really effortless in that way. So still love this jumper, really, really love it, and wear it all the time and shove it in the washing machine every single time. No difference. It kind of is like a textured, not sort of boiled wool, but that sort of texture to it anyway, so it doesn't bobble at all, and it hasn't. It's just exactly the same, and I love it. On to the two last ones I've done recently. We have flat ankle boots up next, and the winning ones with these ASOS boots. You guys love these boots. Instagram as a platform loves these boots. Like whenever I wear these, so many people are like, oh my god, the boots! And they are amazing. Who was it saying? Oh, one of Harry's friends was like, why are those boots with a ring on? They look really expensive. And I was like, they're ASOS, and I think that's why they're so good, because they look like a designer pair of shoes. They don't look that worn at the bottom, but I have really worn these lows. I've worn these on city breaks where I have walked and walked and walked and walked, and they are so, so comfortable. They do not rub at all. They're just really, really, really good. They look great with every single thing. I love them. Still recommend these. Probably the best pair of high street shoes I've ever bought, these boots. I'm so, so impressed with them. And they still look pretty new, I think, to say they've been worn. They haven't really creased that much or anything like that. They've kept their shape. I was worried that this long term would become an issue because that peels down like that, but it hasn't. It still sits really close up to the body of the shoe, so these are fantastic. But I also wanted to mention the Acne Jensen boots, which are in that video. These have been a roller coaster, these boots. So in the video they rubbed me, and then I wore them again and I got past it and they became really comfortable. Then after that video, the next time I wore them, they gave me some of the worst blisters ever. They were so, so, so bad. To say that they'd been comfortable in my eyes, then they rubbed me really, really badly, and now they're really comfortable again. So these are a mystery of a boot. I'm on the fence with these. Don't go and rush to spend your money. If you love them, then I think with a little bit of effort, they can become a really comfortable everyday pair of boot, but they've also given me some really hideous blisters, so I'm still a little bit on the fence about these ones. Takes us up to our final category, where I got so many questions about how these would go long term. It's been under a month since I filmed this video, but it was cashmere, and I have worn these cashmere jumpers almost exclusively since I filmed that video. If anything, that video just turned me onto cashmere generally, and it's now, I feel like I can't go without it now, which is like a proper high maintenance thing to say, but it's so warm and it is so, so, so soft. I never really had many cashmere pieces before that video. So they've all been worn a lot, they've all been washed a lot. I still put them in the washing machine on the hand wash setting, and I have still had no disasters. And the winning one was my Lara Duped one, which was £119, I think. This navy blue one, and so I wear this at least once a week, literally. The second it comes out of the washing machine, I'm like, I want to wear that jumper again. I love how it looks. It's got the most gorgeous shape. I love the shape of it and how it hangs on the body. So this has been washed a fair few times already. Absolutely no change. It hasn't got a single bobble on it. It hasn't lost its shape. It's not gone stiff. It's not gone kind of like crunchy. It's still really, really soft. It's just as perfect as the day that I got it, and I'm going to go and order this in the 2 other colours it's available in as well, because it's just the best thing ever. So that was it. That was an absolute whirlwind, and somebody has just come here to say hello, or to say goodbye more like. Someone has been very playful and very naughty. So that was all of it. This has just been like a bombardment of information, so I'm sorry about how fast I've talked in this video, but obviously there was a lot to get through. I hope you have enjoyed it. I'm going to continue testing basics, obviously. The next one, I'm going to do a high-heeled shoe next, which I think is going to be quite exciting to see what's comfier with that proper heel. So that's what's coming up next. Thank you so much for all your support on testing basics. I hope you have enjoyed this video. I hope you have found it informative. Any specific questions about any of the items, leave them in the comments and I will get back to you as quickly as possible on that. I think I've pretty much covered everything here. So thank you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye from me and Percy. Okay.